Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Noonday Nugget. Good afternoon, Rennie Cheney. Good afternoon, everybody. Everybody. Good afternoon, Regina Sullivan. Welcome to the Noonday Nugget. Hey, I'm doing this short and sweet today. Short and sweet. Yes, I am. Yes. I don't not kicking off with the music today. Just got a little time. I got to do this and I got to run. But thank y'all so much for joining in for the Noonday Nugget. Didn't want to cancel. Just want to give you just a little bit of a nugget today. So we just glad to have you join us. Hey, go ahead and tag and share with somebody and let them know that hey, the Noonday Nugget is here. Yeah, even though we won't be here long, the Noonday Nugget is here. So go ahead and tag and share with somebody. We're so glad that you have joined us today for this short nugget. This is Good Friday. We are celebrating Good Friday. We are celebrating Good Friday. Good Friday. Yes, we are celebrating Good Friday, and we are just thinking about the things that Jesus went through in the course of that week. But there was one thing that Jesus did to me that says unto me when we're very short and sweet. Good afternoon, Pete Griggs. It was real short and real sweet. You know, he didn't Jesus didn't waste a lot of time trying to explain things to people. He just made short and sweet conversation and got straight to the point. Yes, he got straight to the point, and that's what we have to learn to do sometimes. Just get straight to the point. A lot of times we elaborate a lot. We beat around the bush. We talk a lot about and trying to make one point. Sometimes we need to just go ahead and cut through the chase and go ahead and get to the point. Hey, hello, Lori Mayo. How you doing? I remember. I remember Jesus as he's being led from courtroom to courtroom through this course. And at one point, Pilate asked him, "He's art thou the king of the Jews?" And Jesus simply responded by saying, "Thou sayest." He just got straight to the point. You know, he didn't sit around and try to elaborate on the fact of who he was and who said this and who said that. He simply said to Pilate, "Thou sayest." Sometimes people are trying to figure out who you are, and they ask, "Are you this? Or are you that?" And sometimes you just got to say like Jesus, "Thou sayest." This is what you say. If this is what you say, then that's what you believe. Because I've learned this, that people are going to believe what they want to believe anyway. It really doesn't matter how long, how much time you take to try to explain, how many times you try to get them to understand it. Sometimes when people ask you things, their mind is already made up what they're going to do and what they think about you anyway. So the fact of the matter is that many times there's nothing you're going to say in it or nothing you're going to do any different that's going to change their mind or change their opinion about you. So therefore, sometimes you just got to get to the point. There's a lot of times we just try to go through explanations and we tell the long story. Listen, sometimes maybe we just got to get to the short story. Sometimes we just got to tell the short story. You know, and some and in fact, sometimes we spend so much time as trying to explain that there's nothing for them to even wonder about. So sometimes you just got to give them a little piece of nugget, just to get them to understand who you are and where you're coming from, and without going telling your whole life story. You don't have to share the whole story. Just tell them. Just get straight to the point. Tell them what you need to tell them, and then leave room for them to ask questions. If I sit there and explain everything to you about a situation, then there's no room for you to ask a question. There's no room to you to no room for your mind to wonder. No room for you to think. You see, I believe in thinking, and I believe that everybody ought to take some time to think. And rather than just know. Let me tell you something. You don't know a book just by looking at the book. You have to read the book. And the book is not going to tell you everything about itself. You got to spend some time reading the book. And sometimes that's how we have to be with people as well. We got to sometimes allow them to spend some time reading. Let them spend some time reading us. Let them spend some time trying to get to understand that when Jesus was in those courtrooms, as they led him from courtroom to courtroom, he didn't try to give any explanation to anybody. My God, he didn't try to explain anything to anybody about who he was. He didn't try to explain anything to anybody about what he was doing or who he was doing it for. He just simply, as the old boy used to say, he never said a mumbling word. He kept this. He just kept quiet. Even though they beat him, they did all kind of stuff. He still just kept quiet. He didn't try to explain anything. Sometimes we have to take that same approach. Just quit trying to explain stuff. Just be quiet for a moment and allow people mind and not only allow their mind to think, but sometimes allow God the opportunity to speak to them. Sometimes they're so busy listening to us that they can't hear what God is saying. So sometimes we just gotta get to the point, get to our point, and just leave it alone. Let it rest. Quit digging it back up again and starting it all over again. Just let it go. And sometimes we just got to be short and sweet and get straight to the point. And my brothers and sisters, I pray that this short nugget bless you today. I didn't have a lot of time, but I did want to get on for a moment. I just want to bless you. I just want to say a word just for a moment and pray that the word bless you and help you in some way that you can use this in your everyday life. And this is what these noonday nuggets is all about. Just trying to give you a nugget that you can use in your everyday life to help bless somebody else along the way, and that your life will be blessed, and you'll be more blessed and less stressed. God bless you, and may God keep you is my prayer. Good evening, good afternoon. You have a blessed rest of your day. God bless.